Oh, what up, everybody? Is it bad if my underwear are moist? I guess it kind of depends, right?
Losing their minds about magazine capacity limits because they, after 36 years, still don't possess the capacity to distinguish between a pump action shotgun and an AR-15.
Oh yeah, Far West. Oh yeah, I already know I hate this game. Yeah, I'm not playing that. That's weird. Does this have a VR mode? Yeah, I ain't playing that. No, no, no. We won't be having any of that. Strawberry Nose Boy, Donny Tillers, these are the unstable type made obvious by the tattoos.
I get paranoid. Like, I don't know, when I was
Oh yeah, dude. Train wreck.
in college, I thought like my meds were poisons. So I made my boyfriend take them to test it. What a good boyfriend, right? I'll give you head, you take my meds.
He's probably not lying either. Yeah, if you see a chick with tattoos like that, run. There's no amount of hot that makes up for crazy. Let me fucking tell you. It's just not worth it. When will you be getting Stark Varg? We'll see. If things go my way, could be very soon, possibly. Like this summer. I'd like a Stark Varg. There's off-road trails here that I can rip around on that thing.
But he took them and he got a stomachache. Not from the head. From the meds! And I was like, told you! So we went to the campus nurse and she was like, what'd you give him? And I was like, birth control.
Yeah. Thanks for the donation, Strawberry Nose Boy.
Hey VG, remember that flooded that Christian camp in Texas that killed all those poor innocent campers and counselors? Well, some brand new information has come about it.
Testimony is revealing troubling new details in the deadly floods at Camp Mystic. 27 campers and counselors died last July. An investigator testified Monday about what went wrong. She says the camp lacked resources and communication devices. She also found counselors never practiced emergency drills.
You say lack of unified command. What can we do as far as the state in responding to that?
It's a bit outside my expertise. I think it's excellent questions for TDEM. What I do know is there was a deep failure.
Well, the state recently found 22 problems with the camp's emergency plan. Lawmakers will soon hear from a parent who rescued his daughter.
You know, people being people. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
I remember when I first went vegan. My sister told me I was going to lose all my muscle and get sick because God intended humans to consume animals for health. She said we only get sick due to how the food is highly processed now. What a dumb cunt.
Yeah, your sister sounds like a dumb bitch. Thanks for the donation, vegan since 2015. It's funny how people have the dumbest, most retarded fucking ideas imaginable.
They repost this post that says the manufacturers are staying one step ahead of the gun grab with all sorts of.
Oh, dude. I gotta get my firearms license soon. That's hilarious. Oh, what a fucking funny turn of events. Like... And what's hilarious is this wouldn't have existed. As soon as they start doing this bullshit where they're banning fucking AR-15s and everything. Oh, here's a 20-round fucking drum magazine for your pump-action shotgun. It's so great. Oh my god.
Cool new offerings. And this is a pump action. In other words, a manually operated firearm. It's a shotgun and it comes with a drum, or you can buy a.
They most likely didn't have any cell phones because it was a damn Christian camp and they thought that cell phones were of the devil. Typical.
I think it's probably more like dad logic stuff. Cell phones, kids don't need cell phones. The camp counselors are probably going to be texting all day. No cell phones. Probably something stupid like that. You know, and again, just general negligence and incompetence. Like, oh, what could happen, you know? Whatever. When's there ever an emergency? So it's probably something like that. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo.
Drum magazine for it because the only magazine limits in Canada apply to semi-automatic center fire rifles and shotguns. There's some other intricacies there, but anyway, if you have a manually operated firearm and you have a magazine that was designed only for that firearm, it's unlimited, and that makes sense.
That is, I gotta get my firearms license before they. I don't know how quick they're gonna act on something like that. The liberals are like the most retarded fuckwit people on the fucking planet. I think there's some legal issues when they keep banning things even when it's within the law too. So it might be a while until they can restrict some of these things. Because I know they banned the AR-15, but there's like literally the exact same gun, just with non-AR-15 interchangeable parts, and that still hasn't been banned. So what a, like, this is just the liberals, useless fucktards, bro.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love Canada? Would you ever consider moving to the US?
I'd put it at like a 6 out of 10. You know, we have a sensible, you know, party that people could in theory vote for and get elected, the Progressive Conservatives. It's just that we don't, unfortunately. So we're kind of like in a situation like the UK, only not quite as dire, because no matter who you vote for in the UK, you're getting fucking bent. They're all corrupt, like fuckwits with absolutely no principles. But at least here, we do actually have a functioning democracy where, depending on the party you vote for, you kind of get what you vote for. Whereas in the UK, it's literally all the same. Free healthcare is good here, and unlike the UK, our socialized healthcare works. It's not a complete train wreck like the NHS. Could be better, but also it could be the UK, so it's not too bad. People are nice and friendly here. Like, if I were to go to the US, like I've left my Oakley sunglasses on my motorcycle for over an hour and nobody stole them. I remember I accidentally dropped my wallet on the subway in Toronto and somebody handed it in to the police and they didn't steal my money. I had $20 in there and they didn't steal it. So like, I also had a flat tire on my motorcycle once, and somebody actually fucking offered to drive to their house to get me a patch kit. So people are just nice here, which I like. But yeah, our government is basically turning the country into a complete shithole by importing too many immigrants, destroying private industry, driving down wages, increasing costs in every conceivable way. They haven't really done much to increase taxes in general, like when you're talking about income tax, but they keep trying to impose these different carbon taxes and shit. Like when I pay my my propane bill, I think like 30% of the fucking propane bill is actually a tax because of this like stupid carbon tax thing, and it makes no fucking sense. Like, what do they want me to do? Freeze to death in the fucking winter? Like, I have to have some amount of heat. So like they do stupid shit like that. And this new gun thing is just another example of them being like tyrannical fuckwits that are just completely useless. One huge issue is just how the Liberal Party handles crime. They just let criminals do whatever the fuck they want. If somebody invades your home and you shoot them, you're the one who goes to jail. Nothing happens to the criminals. They just get let out. And then there's just this revolving door of crime. That's why shootings and home invasions have skyrocketed since the Liberals have been in party for the last 10 years. And then what do? Rather than having tighter border control, punishing criminals and keeping them in fucking jail, letting law-abiding citizens use firearms for self-defense. No, let's ban law-abiding citizens for owning and using guns for self-defense. And just, keep increasing crime. So, like, they're just kind of turning the country into a fucking shithole. So, like, hopefully the conservatives get elected, but, I would move to the US if this country turns into the UK. The Liberal Party is also particularly bad when it comes to free speech. It was a huge controversy when it was found that the Emergencies Act was illegal when Trudeau tried to stop that trucker convoy. That's another example of them just trying to stifle free speech. They're doing some new they were trying to do a bunch of things. They're trying to restrict YouTube access in Canada because it's not Canadian enough or something. Like they just keep doing bizarre fucking things. And then there's there's literally they have an interest in combating Islamophobia. So just a lot of stupid shit where they're just trying to turn the country into a shithole like the UK. So if Canada becomes the UK, then yeah, I'd get the fuck out of here. Thanks for the donation though, John.
It's crazy that you're on steroids, 6'2" and have been bodybuilding for like 15 years now, but you look like a skinny twink like Leon and you think that's a flex.
I don't know about that, dude. I'm 6'3". Thanks for the donation, 21st.
Because it's a manually
That's the
operated
law.
firearm. So right
Yeah.
away, they're losing their minds about magazine capacity limits because they, after 36 years, still don't possess the capacity to distinguish between a pump action shotgun and an AR-15. So,
Well, because they look at what it looks like, right? If it looks scary and tactical, then it must be a weapon of war.
Yeah. this group is highly moronic. But one thing I think is most important to understand, the most important of all, which is if you are going to launch a program and you were going to spend billions upon billions of dollars, forget the $1 billion that they're spending, they're saying, right? they were actually going to do it, it would be $5, $6, $7, $10 billion. If you're going to launch that project, what is the first piece of information you would need? The first piece of information that any moron that would launch a project like this would need.
This, more than anything else, proves that the gun buyback program is just a political game, and they have no interest or intention of reducing crime. They only accept firearms from legal, licensed gun owners. So, what does that tell you? They're taking guns away from people who have no criminal record and legally own a firearm. So basically, the person that is the least likely to commit a crime. You cannot walk into a police station or apply for the gun buyback program if you have an illegally acquired weapon, or if the serial number is being filed off or whatever. They will not accept that. So they're literally making sure criminals keep their guns, and they're only taking guns away from legal gun owners. And again, the Liberal Party really likes to do this. It's just part of their whole political persecution strategy. They want to punish people for like being conservative, and obviously people who own guns just tend to lean more conservative. Like, that's all this is. Dodo donate $2. Why is Israel doing this? In any normal country, purchasing stolen goods is an act that entails illegal liability. This applies in particular grain stolen by Russia and other vessel carrying such grain as arrived at the port of Israel. Preparing to unload this cannot be a legitimate business. Israel authorities cannot be unaware. I don't know, dude. That's a very wordy way of just explaining that Israel's purchasing grain from an illegal Russian ship. Like when I hear people write shit like that, where they just moralize like crazy and waste time, it just makes me think it's not true. Second vessel carrying illegally seized Ukrainian grain is docked in Israel. Kyiv has warned of possible consequences of the cargo board. Panoramits is not rejected. Yeah, I don't know if they have like food shortage issues and they need that food for aid reasons for Palestinians. I have no fucking idea.
This recipe I've made in my new kitchen. This is the viral dumpling lasagna. It looks so good. I'm gonna take a bite.
This is episode 25 of Viral Food Trends Hacked, and it's absolutely time we try the viral dumpling lasagna because I've been watching so many of these being made and it looks so easy and delicious. We're combining vegan pork mince, shiitake mushrooms, spring onions, minced ginger and garlic, soy sauce, Shaoxing wine, mushroom powder, white pepper, salt, and chili sesame oil. Mix them all together, wet the dumpling wrappers, and layer them on a heat-resistant Tupperware. Then layer with the dumpling filling and repeat this until you reach the top. I did 3 layers of dumpling wrappers and 2 layers of dumpling filling. Then I steamed it for about 15 minutes. While that's happening, make a quick chili oil sauce, combine chili crisp, sesame oil, soy sauce, and black vinegar. Mix that well, drizzle this generously on the dumpling lasagna, and top with spring onions. Enjoy and follow for more quick and easy plant-based recipes.
That looks pretty dope.
This is the first recipe I've made.
And it's genocide in Gaza? Will you admit that it committed genocide in Gaza? What do you think about what it's doing in Lebanon? What do you think the American people want to stop sending bombs and you want to keep sending bombs to Israel? Enough. So it's quite ironic that Debbie Wasserman Schultz is here at a press conference to support the Haitians living in the U.S. and say they shouldn't be sent home because it's so violent at home. And yet she's the same Debbie Wasserman Schultz that is supporting the genocide in Gaza, that's supporting the Israeli violence in the West Bank.
Yeah, she doesn't give a shit about any of this. If she cared about not sending refugees back home and all this crap, she would be criticizing Egypt, Lebanon, Jordan, practically every Arab or Persian nation for not taking in any Palestinian refugees. They refuse to open up any humanitarian corridors to help evacuate Palestinian civilians. So if she cared about any of this bullshit, You know, she'd be criticizing them, but she doesn't. It's just Chinese brain rot propaganda. Oh. What's the cat doing? Oh. Orange cat. Wow, that was really good. Oh. Oh my god, the cat broke it. Yeah, that's good. Cats are silly. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Fun fact, one Christian nutjob literally said, God sent the flood to destroy that camp as punishment for calling it Camp Mystic, because the word mystic means magic, which in the Bible is considered witchcraft.
Well, I guess you can't say the word magic. That's bad. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
If Israel is really allowing seized sanctioned Ukrainian grain that the Russians stole to dock in Israel and sell the grain to them, that is like if Ukraine bought ships of grain that Hamas seized from Israel on October 7th, is just insane if they are doing.
I have no idea. I don't know if this is bad intel on someone's side, or if they didn't know and they're ignorant, or if they're doing this for some weird, cynical reason. I don't know. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo.
Wow, times changed. VG wearing a collared shirt and we can say Jurian Rider. At least I can always send you stupid nonsense. That will never change. We.
Cave divers, as soon as they hear that there is a new place called the Devil's Ass with 0% survival rate. Cave divers are, like, actually the dumbest, craziest people I've ever fucking seen in my life. They're actually nuts. Especially those ones that go through those, like, ridiculously narrow fucking caves where they end up dying from asphyxiation or something.
Hey guys, today we're rating the guava Doritos drink. You try first.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pretty good. What the fuck was that? What the fuck?
Dude, it is pretty good. It's like kind of sour. It definitely tastes a lot like guava. Like
Dodo donated $2.
They had little water and fuel because Israel had shut off the water and fuel supply. Does this sound familiar? The first time I was exposed to what Israel was capable of was the summer of 2006, the 33-day war in Lebanon. There was a firefight that took place between the southern border and northern border of Israel-Lebanon. Hezbollah snuck it over. They killed 8 IDF soldiers, kidnapped 2 of them, hoping that they would get 4 Lebanese prisoners in return. And how did Israel respond? They decided to blanketly carpet bomb the airport, highways, block the port, civilian infrastructure. One of those was my aunt's home. She's not a Hezbollah member. She doesn't live in a military base. And
Uh-oh, somebody doesn't know what carpet bombing is.
I also remember at that time my cousins were vacationing in Lebanon, and they told me horror stories about how they were trapped in a basement as hellfire's raining on them. There was no electricity because Israel had bombed the power stations there. They had little water and fuel because Israel had shut off the water and fuel supply. Does this sound familiar? And not only that, they had a friend of theirs whose grandmother was being transported from the south to the north in an ambulance, a marked ambulance with the sirens blaring off, to escape the bombing that was going on in the south. And it got blown up, it got attacked. The IDF denied that it happened. So in that war birthed what's known as the Dahia Doctrine. Even the IDF general at the time, Eisenkot, had said, we will apply destructive force And it doesn't matter. Everything a civilian village is a military base. And this is what we're seeing today in Gaza is the Dahiya doctrine on steroids. And there is intent to push them out. There wasn't genocide in Gaza because they weren't trying to push out the Lebanese out of Lebanon, but they are doing that in Palestine.
Okay. So even though this is not a conversation about Lebanon, we can talk about that as well because it's obviously related to Israel, and the PLO were very much so involved during that war, and along with Hezbollah and a lot of different issues that was happening on Lebanon. If you want to go into a country that you're about to go to war with, because Hezbollah is constantly shooting rockets onto Israel, attacking Israeli civilians, killing Israelis, so is the PLO with a lot of terrorism. Hold up.
What year?
If they're doing that at that time, okay, then the first thing you need to do is to remove the transportation capabilities of the other army, to remove the airports in order to be able to take out Hezbollah and to end the war.
They had
These people who complain about Israel don't know shit about military tactics. This sort of stuff happens in every war, and they only bring it up when Israel does it. It's entirely just anti-Semitism. Kid Rock addresses the Pentagon on the Strait of Hormuz. Okay, well, that's good. Qatar has become the largest overall donor of U.S. colleges and universities since 1986, $6.3 billion. That's probably not a good thing. Follow the interests of Islamic networks run by the Muslim Brotherhood, which is a terrorist group. The results of this Islamist influence are already apparent across many U.S. campuses. One may notice the level of support for Palestine, Hamas, Iran, other Islamist groups. Well, yeah. Universities, like, this is just so typical with people who are on the left. Like, you can see this with liberal governments and shit. They're, like, just corrupt whores who will just accept money from fucking anybody. It's fucking disgusting. I fucking hate universities. Ugh. European Union has warned Israel that it is ready to impose sanctions on those aiding and abetting the trade of Ukrainian grain. Okay, well, I have no idea. I only just heard about this, so we'll see. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
I think Zelensky, who is Jewish and a warmonger himself, is just anti-Semitic. That's why he's accusing Israel of importing sanctioned stolen grain.
That's nice. Thanks for the donation, dude.
Need would be how many firearms are truly affected by these regulatory changes? And then the next question would be like, does anyone have that information? And as you and I know, Global Affairs Canada has that information because they've got the make, model, serial number of every firearm that was imported into Canada since 2002. And then you could take that number and times it by, 1.5, right? Because there was a lot of years that firearms were imported before then too. And just since 2002, I did my own little project, talked to a few people that should know something, did some very simple math, which I revealed on our television show and on a previous podcast, that it should be well over 2 million.
Yes.
So either the government didn't do the most basic work before launching a multi-billion-dollar project that would alienate hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people and put police in an untenable position, or they know all about it, they have that number, and they are flat out lying at such a huge level that...
Yeah, they're lying. It's what the liberals do. And again, everyone knows there's going to be massive fucking cost overruns. Do you think they care? Well, that's a good thing. That's what liberals do. They love waste. They will put tons and tons and tons of money into projects that go fucking nowhere, that won't help anyone, because it helps them just be more corrupt.
That it's, again, hard to describe it. That's probably the most important thing to know. And the mainstream media, if you look at the work that Adriel did he did it for himself as a volunteer.
People shouldn't even go to caves in general. Fun fact, cave disturbances are responsible for threatening the survival of bats and of cave-dwelling organisms, like this cave pictured has graffiti sprayed on it.
Yeah, that's what people do. Yeah. So, thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Volunteer, basically, right? The mainstream media.
No, haven't noticed any growth in my hands or head from HGH. That doesn't really happen.
Yeah, couldn't match what Adriel did for his website. The huntinggearguy.com, I think is what it is. Yeah.
Well, and it's interesting. I would like to think I would go with door number 2, that they do have that information and they are hiding it. And every interview I did, all the big ones, CTV, CBC, Global, and then a bunch of other outfits as well. And I brought that up and I said, not a single person has dug into this with Global Affairs to find out the true number of firearms affected. And I'm planting that with them to get them to go and do it, and nobody picked it up. Right. So yeah.
No way.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
But
Why
it's
would they?
interesting to watch Polly go with that too, because they don't care. They know that the government's not going to pick up the majority of guns that were involved in this, and that people will then be exposed to criminality. They're perfectly fine with that.
The only explanation for why liberals love crime so much is just ideological communist nonsense. Like, that's the only explanation.
That's because we are one garbage species, VG.
We are. We definitely are. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
These were my favorite games to play on the Super Nintendo. During the late 80s and 90s, comics went through a major transformation. Spurred by the success of superhero TV shows like Spider-Man, Batman, and the X-Men, comics seemed to be more popular than ever before, and they were getting darker. For decades, comics had been thought of as kids' stuff, and they were written with a younger audience in mind. But now comics were starting to tackle much more serious issues and themes, and anti-heroes were becoming extremely popular. One example of this type of character is Venom. Venom initially was nothing more than an alien life form that bonded with Spider-Man, giving him enhanced powers but also slowly beginning to turn him evil. After leaving Spider-Man, the symbiote found a new host in Eddie Brock, a former acquaintance of Peter Parker, and the version of Venom we mostly know today was born. At first, Venom was just another villain, until Spider-Man saves the life of Eddie Brock's ex-wife. They then form a truce and agree to never attack each other again. In 1993, Eddie would get his own series called Venom: Lethal Protector. Here, Eddie moves to San Francisco to start a new life and ends up protecting a small group of homeless people who live underground. He and Spider-Man then join forces and fight alongside each other to stop other symbiotes created by the Evil Life Foundation. The success of this comic and Venom's growing popularity led to another storyline called Maximum Carnage. It was a huge 14-issue crossover featuring Venom, Spider-Man, Carnage, and a host of other characters, including Captain America. About a year after the comic run ended, the video game based on the story was released on both the Sega Genesis and Super.
I remember I played this game as a kid on the Genesis, and oh my god, that was just so ridiculously fucking hard.
Nintendo. They actually started working on the game while the comic was still being written.
Dodo donated $2. I guess Hillary Clinton, reluctantly. The US is becoming like the UK, VG.
I want to start out with an example of the abuse of power of this government and this White House today that they just can't quit trying to persecute the president's perceived political enemies, and the latest is Jim Comey.
Yeah.
They're trying to indict him. Well, they did. They indicted him for posting a picture of seashells that said 8647, claiming it was a death threat. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but I think it's important we understand that these people will always continue to come back to the people that they hate the most to try to get them. So, I want to start out with that on the topic tonight. And I want to start with you, Frank. This is the latest attempt on Comey, this lawfare inside the administration. What do you make of this? Is this just Todd Blanche and Jeanine Pirro trying to keep Trump happy, or do you think that they believe that this will go anywhere in court?
No, it's not. I long ago gave up on the notion that any of these were serious prosecutions. That's not what this is about. This is about revenge. It's about scorched earth for all who came after Trump. Mm-hmm. It's about trying to make them and their families feel like he says he felt. But the distinction here, and by the way, this indictment is coming out of, correct me if I'm wrong, it's coming out of North Carolina. It's not Jeanine Pirro.
Interesting.
And I think the only guess I have, guys, is that's where the shells were. So now apparently your venue.
Was this the thing that he wrote in Seashells that got misinterpreted that he took down? Oh, right, that. I don't see this going anywhere, but it's actually insane horseshit. Trump is one of the most crazy, litigious fuckwits. He's kind of like Frank Tufano. So yeah, thanks for the donation there, Dodo.
I'm sorry, but I really hate that 90s Spider-Man cartoon. It just sucks, and the animation is really bad. It's one of the few 90s cartoons that hasn't aged well.
That cartoon was great. The animation got bad in the final season, but it's fine. The animation's fine throughout most of the episodes. It's just at the last season, especially the last few episodes, that were just really bad. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo. That was a great cartoon, though. I love that as a kid.
Is where your shells were now. This is a new legal. We've set new legal precedent, but venue can be found where the shells are, which is fascinating because I don't know where he posted the photo. He might have been back home. I have no idea. But just to clarify, this is a North Carolina indictment, and it's revenge. The distinction is that if he wants to say, well, this is what you did to me, the distinction, of course, is that the Jack Smith indictments and cases, Letitia James cases, they had real indictable, findable facts. And these revenge cases do not have those. So if Todd Blanche feels like he's got to prove his worth and tell the North Carolina U.S. attorney to do something, then he's done it. But I've got a word of caution for Todd Blanche.
No, I have not played Expedition 33. I'm not a gay retard.
It ain't going to save you when Trump is finally dissatisfied.
No. Nothing ever works that way. Joe, I mean, this is just that rampant abuse of power now.
Yeah, I mean, but to be fair, they were shells in North Carolina. I mean, so there is a basis of potential fact there, I guess, not legal fact, but it's just insane. But more again, this is Comey's going to have to go through the legal bills, pay lawyers, all that stuff. That's what this is about. It's
that's
just
the lawfare part.
Yeah, absolutely crazy.
Well, I think we all wish Jim Comey well here. This is just another abuse of this of their power, and I think it does speak though to how deeply off track this administration has become. They are right now in a political and economic crisis of their own making that not a single voter in this country says, man, indicting Jim Comey sure is going to make my gas price
Most of the footage in this video comes from the Super Nintendo version, but the
I never would have thought that guy would get indicted over that. That's pretty fucking unhinged. Like, that's bad even for the Trump administration.
Genesis version is almost identical, except for the music and backgrounds. Personally, I think the music on the Genesis version sounds better, but the backgrounds are way more detailed in the Super Nintendo version, and that's why most people consider that to be the definitive way to play the game. But again, you will have pretty much the same experience on either console. Spider-Man is arguably the most popular superhero, especially with younger audiences, and there had already been a ton of Spider-Man games released by that point, but most of them were pretty bad. Spider-Man's web swinging was very difficult to pull off in the 2D era, and most games failed miserably. Maximum Carnage took a different approach. Instead of focusing heavily on web swinging, the developers made the game a basic beat-em-up, similar to Streets of Rage or the newer Ninja Turtles games. Spider-Man can still web swing, but it isn't really a major focus, and only one early level actually requires it. For the most part, the gameplay simply revolves around punching waves of enemies. You might think that a game where you play as the web swinger without doing much web swinging would be terrible, but today Maximum Carnage is actually pretty well received. It was also one of the first superhero games to be based specifically on an actual comic storyline. What's really cool is that the game features some fairly lengthy cutscenes that look like stylized comic panels. Most games in this genre barely have a story at all, but this one almost feels like playing through a visual comic book. In fact, the comic panel
It is very hard to eat when you're on Red a True Tide. That felt like a ridiculous amount of food. My God.
Not according to Doug Walker, it wasn't, at the 9.15 mark.
Hello everybody, Doug Walker here. You get something that's visually interesting. It looks awesome, you know, and it's got some nice music, I recall. But outside of that, I don't know if there's much to make fun of. It's just kind of weird. And even then, it's not like an extreme weird where you're just constantly going, what the hell, this is nuts. It sort of creates that world where this stuff can happen, and you sort of go with it, you know, okay, but there's no point where you just point to the screen and say, no, this does not happen, this is wrong, this is an insult, this is terrible. At least I don't, when I saw it. So, it just sort of, all I really remember about, I just remember the visuals, I remember Joan Cusack, I remember them trying to get army toys in.
I think we're talking about a different movie or show, Dodo. Thanks for the donation, though. I'm just gonna put my bowl away and get my Leon Kennedy shirt. And then we will play the Vegan Gains Simulator.
My mistake, the 4.15 mark.
Sort of go with it, okay, but there's no point where you just point at the screen and say, no, this doesn't. I'll admit, I hate this cartoon. This is one of those cartoons that came out at the same time as X-Men and Batman, and then this piece of shit comes along, and it's trying to do what they're doing, but it's doing it so horribly. It feels like one of the cartoons from like the 60s where there's no pacing, there's no good timing, the dialogue is really lame, and it just tries to throw a ton at you.
Yeah, this guy's a faggot. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Vampire teeth for Zeno and Leon? Weird. Looks a little weird.
Can you play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? Medieval RPG.
No, that game is fucking stupid and shit and gay. So, we're not doing that. Thanks for the donation, though, John. Yeah, that's one of the shittiest, dumbest fucking games ever made. Not even joking. Literal steaming pile.
Why? I know the combat can be unforgiving, but it's easier than the first. Makes the brain work. Independent studio. Making gaming great again. You played the first? Or going off reviews?
The first game sucked. The second game sucks. They both suck. They're boring, slow, stupid story. Shit gameplay and combat. I'm not playing those games.
Sorry.
Thanks for the donation though, dude. I don't think I can get into speedrunning, dude. It's just way too time-consuming and monotonous.
So Doug, the 90s Batman and Superman cartoons, but not Spider-Man cartoon, what is wrong with him?
I don't like Nostalgia Critic has some of the worst fucking movie takes. I think that guy's a fucking idiot. But thanks for the donation, Dodo. Kid Beer donated $2.
Focusing on the opposite party, you're taking any responsibility away from your side.
Name one time in the past year that the right has carried out an act of violence against the left. One time in the past year. Name one.
I probably can't.
Okay, I could name a dozen examples. Savannah Craven violently attacked in the streets of New York City. She's a reporter. Savannah Hernandez attacked 2 weeks ago in Minneapolis for being right-wing, being labeled a fascist. She's a reporter. Nick Schroeder was attacked 3 times in the span of an hour in Minneapolis for being a reporter. The President of the United States was shot at 2 nights ago. Charlie Kirk was murdered behind a table just like this one 6 months ago. I can name you infinite examples of left-wing violence against conservatives. You can't name one in the past year.
What I'm saying is by entire...
Yeah, I mean... Those are some happy dogs. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. Those are very happy dogs. That's nice. Dogs are nice.
I'm having a hard time getting it in.
It's fine. I mean, this is your first time, isn't it?
Yeah.
It'll be great. Just try to take it slow and gentle. That's it. Trace around the edge super softly. And when you're ready, put it in. In my opinion, there's no need to rush anything. It's best if you go nice and slow.
I think I get it. Like this?
Yep, it's in there now. Good. Now keep it there and slowly press. Don't rush, silly. That's perfect. It might be even better if you went in a teensy bit deeper. Wanna practice with me?
What's that audio from? I keep seeing memes with, you know that. Wait, did I click on the wrong link? Oh, fuck. SV sent that. Okay, just give me a second. Fuck.
Need conservatives to be afraid of getting killed when they go to events so that they look to their leadership to turn down the temperature.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those mother and murder those mother in the street. Let the streets soak in their red capitalist blood.
Someone has to do it. See, when I say that, everyone knows exactly what I mean.
I have thought an awful lot.
This is just fucking boring.
fast this goes downhill.
You don't even know what a hate crime is.
All
How
crime
is it
a hate crime. There's no such thing as love crime.
All right. Okay,
But
whatever
Brian,
you say,
let me
just
ask
get
you
this over
about
with.
the civil rights movement. Did you know that the civil rights movement was the worst thing that ever happened to the blacks? The only worst thing other than that was abortion.
I feel like I'm talking to the black version of Charlie Kirk right now. No, that's not true, sir. And there's many African Americans that would disagree with you on the civil rights movement. And Martin Luther King being a hero. You guys were
Martin
in the back
King
of
is
buses.
not a hero. Martin Luther
Excuse
King
me.
is a zero.
You guys, okay, well, you're an ass for saying that. You're an idiot. Well, you can laugh all you want. You're not a serious
What is the point of getting mad at Jesse Lee Peterson? He's literally a retard.
person.
Like, he's actually a gay retard.
Why
You're calling Martin Luther. Guess what? You're a zero. You're a buffoon. You have me come on your show and you're going to insult Martin Luther King. He died so that, like, you could do shows like this. He died
No,
so
he
that
didn't.
you have the freedom.
That's not true.
Oh, please. You are such a buffoon. So let me get this right. Martin Luther King is a zero, but Donald Trump is the great white hope. You are a moron, Jess. You're
Right.
a moron and you are brainwashed. Don't
Watch how
Oh, poor turtle. No, I don't like that. SV donate $2. Okay, that's kind of boring. I think we already saw that other pylon one. And we already saw that last one. Alright, thanks for the donation, SB.
Grace. Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming. If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now I need a good...
Then again, I might as well not be surprised, seeing how this was the same man who hated Man of Steel, proof here, and yet loved Captain America, Civil War. Proof here.
I don't think I really have to watch this, dude, but I'm not going to watch this. If you dislike Man of Steel, but like Captain America Civil War, like, you're just a retard with no taste. That is beyond pineapple on pizza. That's eating shit out of a fucking toilet. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo.
technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. Look, I know that's where your mother was murdered. And I know it'll be upsetting for you. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Confront that fear head on. Grace, I won't force you to go. But do you think you can do this for me? Investigate that crime scene and report back to me with your findings. That's all for now.
SV donated $2. He's gonna get tired. Yeah, he's already getting tired. And he gave up. Yep. Every day. Every day I see people driving like that. Okay. Thanks for the donation, SV.
Oh, sorry.
You guy's a dickhead.
Jasmine.
Yeah, that was Natty, Mr.
Should be
X.
around here.
Sorry I'm late.
Still blows me away how good this fucking game looks. Like, that fucking bench looks real, dude. It actually runs really well on Steam Deck. I installed this on my Steam Deck, and looks great. Runs well. Capcom is fucking dope for making games that look good, play good, and run well.
Man, she was pissed. She forgave me in the end.
Hey, that's a restricted area. You can't go in there.
Why?
It's an active crime scene.
Oh, right. Sorry. Just a sec.
Does Pat not like it when I mention your ex-wife's name?
Oh, you're FBI?
Yeah.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's the 5th one now, right?
Yeah, I haven't played this on the insanity
I heard
mode.
they all have the same weird bruises, so you think it's something infectious, or terrorism, or... Why else would the FBI be investigating, right? Hey, are you with me?
Oh, there might be answers inside.
Yeah, sure, right. Be careful in there. Whole building's condemned. Word is they're finally gonna bring the whole place down.
Yeah, thanks.
Cigarette buds. 21st, $22. Did Duran Ryder get back to you? No, he has not. He has not emailed me back. I don't know exactly what his deal is. I don't know if he's busy making OnlyFans content with Michelle or what, but he doesn't seem to be particularly interested in, doing a live with me or anything. Thanks for the donation, though, dude.
I can't. There's too much. Come on, Grace.
OnlyFans collab with you, Durian Ryder, Michelle and Pat. You three can suck his dick and make out with him. I could see you kissing him while the girls are working on his dick. Since you're gay and all and want James Wade to fuck you.
I don't think we will be doing that, but thanks for the donation, 21st. Some big cockroaches. Yeah, that's right. Touch the toilet seat. Now wipe your mouth.
Who's there? What do I do?
It's kind of interesting they went with the choice of having the reticle. Wonder if there's a mod for true aiming. Thought that was also another bad choice they made for RE8. It was literally just a straight up shooter, so I don't know why they didn't just make the shooting a little more realistic and engaging.
Oh, shit.
Junkies. SV donated $2. I don't get it.
Explosion.
And it went above the drone.
Yep. You see it in the shot. It went off. You pretty much get the same response. This is like the jaw.
This is not CGI. You're looking at one of the rarest weather events ever recorded.
That's ball lightning. That'll kill you.
It moves like it's alive. Glowing, floating.
If you see this, move away as far as you can. If it touches you, you'll literally just get evaporated.
Even changing direction. Scientists still don't fully understand how it forms. Is it plasma? A magnetic bubble? Something else entirely? It lasts only seconds, and it's almost never caught on.
As far as I know, there's only been 2 actual sightings of ball lightning caught on camera. Pretty sure this is CGI.
Video.
And same with the other one.
But this is real.
Yeah,
Caught
or
in the
AI or
wild,
whatever.
A natural phenomenon that feels almost alien. Like and follow deep curiosity.
Yeah, that's AI, I'm pretty sure.
This.
Thanks for the donation, though, SV.
Oh, he also loved Spider-Man, Far From Home as well, and said it was the second best Spider-Man after Into the Spider-Verse. Proof here.
I didn't see Far From Home, so I can't really comment much on that, but that's probably a stupid take. Thanks for the donation though, Dodo.
What? Who?
Anne,
Hi, Mom.
you have been on that thing all day.
Well, if you're gonna work so late.
Get some sleep, eh?
I'm almost done. Just a sec.
What am I gonna do with you?
What you always do? Nag at me until I go to bed?
Oh, it's really coming down hard.
Mom, phone. Mom.
It's right beside you.
Hello?
Miss Ashcroft?
Yes.
Who was it?
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me.
Rude.
What the?
They're coming. Grace, we...
New Frank Short. Plus he deleted and re-uploaded one.
Yeah, that, Are there 3 new shorts? Let me take a look.
Summary of the very long story of how my house got messed up. Starting last year in the spring, I hired a friend's brother who was a contractor because he was out of work. Guy was horrific, didn't know what he was doing, but I was getting all these eye surgeries and I wasn't home.
He does not have any friends, so this is a made-up story.
Home to monitor the work, right? So that's how...
Right. You're broke. You're getting extremely expensive surgeries paid for on credit. And then you're going to hire a contractor who you don't know anything about while you're out of town.
My bathroom, my HVAC system, my siding, my windows, all 4 of those jobs needed to be redone. His contractor's insurance denied the claim. Half my house is messed up because I paid for new work that was done really shoddy, and it all needs to be completely redone. The roofing company is separate from the rest of the house, but that was when I hired a separate company to come and do the roof, and they walked off the job after they asked for more money and left the roof uncovered, which caused the house to get flooded. Then my insurance company and their insurance company denied that claim. So now we're here.
Yeah, so that's a made-up story.
You guys, new, high quality, and affordable nourishment on Frankie's Strange Meat, and we've had so many dozens of new products these past few months that I just kind of revamped the website. And if you go on your desktop computer or laptop, it's pretty cool because you get to see so much stuff at once. On your phone, it's a little different, but this is the desktop view. We have just our new main products at the top, which don't really fit in any category, especially the sourdough stuff. And there's so many products on the sourdough drop down arrows, literally 10 to 15 of each one. So you definitely want to check that out. As you go down, that first page and this page are kind of the same. You know, we have our base popular products, and then we have our roast meats and stocks, which are kind of prepared every week, as well as the local Amish dairy that is restocked fresh every single week. So you kind of want to jump on that. If you miss it, just wait till the Friday, Saturday restock. And this is the main part that's reorganized, because previously this stuff was mixed together. The beef stuff at the top is the same. We had lamb, goat, kind of conglomerated, but since we have so many new cuts of goat now, we have them separate. Maybe like 20 or 25 cuts of lamb, 10 or 15 cuts of goat, and we do have a few new venison cuts too. Venison tenderloin is pretty new. The poultry is the big one because we had all the poultry together in one section. Now we have chicken, duck, turkey, and goose. So really nice to be able to see, 10 to 15 individual products at once, as opposed to everything just on one page, like the 60, 70 poultry products, which was kind of overwhelming, especially now that we have the full duck and goose selection. Duck just restocked, by the way. We've been out of it for a few months. And then I also separated the Iberico pork from...
And he still won't fix his website so that orders can be made properly. He's been in business for years now. It's been like, what, 4 or 5 years? He still won't fix his website so that orders can be made the way he wants with like right type of restrictions and shit.
The local Amish pork. And
you know, I'm sure his employees have told him he needs to fix the website, but he just won't.
And wild boar is pretty much completely new. We used to sell boar years ago and it wasn't that popular, but now that we're a little bigger, we could sell boar pretty well, pretty easily. So really cool organization. I'm pretty happy with this. And then as you go down further, this part is also all changed. We have the local Amish dairy, pasture-raised eggs, and local cheeses on that section. This is a big one. Organic, unique, prepared foods. Like all the pot pies, the pizzas, all that stuff I was making that didn't really have a spot on the website that I kept trying to throw at the top, it's now in that section. Like the white bean hummus, the sorbets, the stuff that I like. Our roast meats again, steaks and seasonings, or seasonings and salts and stuff. And then we just have our organs and glands and the fish, fat, and tallow at the horrible. Do not use them. I am stuck with Shopify, who has stolen minimum $150,000 from me, because if you switch websites as a business owner, you lose all of those customer accounts. And I cannot afford to transition to a new website and lose, whatever percent of my sales for a period of time. So once you choose a platform as a business owner, you're kind of stuck with them, especially once you get established. And Shopify has slowly become more of like a private equity capitalist complete scummery. Their advertised transaction rates are not. I put them into an Excel sheet. Their 2.5% they said they were taking from me was actually about 3.5%, which adds up over the years and years and years of sales. So not only was Shopify
yeah, you expect this retard to be able to do math.
Fraudulently stealing money from me, they do all this really shady, sketchy stuff. They're trying to regulate every single thing you're doing, forcing you to put taxes on products that are tax exempt, making you use certain payment providers. It's just really, really horrific company. Once they got wealthy over these past few years, it just gets worse and worse. And that's always how it is. The company starts out good. They're okay. They're nice to use. Everyone likes them as a platform. And that behavior establishes their business. And then once they have a lot of money and a lot of customers, like, okay, you're spending how much money posting these ads? Did I pay for this ad? Is the money you stole from me to pay for this ad? You weren't making enough off of the transaction fees? Do not use Shopify. Use WordPress, pay a developer, whatever amount of money you have to pay a developer, a few $1,000, get you set up on WordPress, because you can switch between payment providers. You control the platform. Shopify, they control the platform. If you have a legal issue, the court doesn't have to go to you. The court can go to Shopify, and Shopify can give up all your information. So you're not protected. If you're on WordPress and you have a legal issue, you're protected, because they can't go to WordPress and say, hey, give us his financial. No, they can't. And you can, and then if they do go to your payment provider on WordPress, you can just switch to another one. That's not how it is on Shopify. Shopify will throw you to the dogs. Do not.
Oh. He's talking about the lawsuits he was involved in where the litigant wanted to see his sales records and shit. That's what he's getting pissed off about. What a retard.
Not use Shopify under any circumstance, because they privately own you. They will own you. It's not a third-party platform provider. They believe they own you and they're entitled to your money and your business. They feel like they own part of your business. It's horrible. And they try to extract money from you in all these different ways. I mean, don't you?
Yeah. Vegan Brains and Nuteller's this bitch today started bitching at me today because I showed her a picture of how dogs and cats were treated in meat markets in China and Vietnam, claimed I was sick in the head. I was trying to expose the hypocrisy of dog-loving meat eaters law. It's probably just stupid. Just a fucking dumb bitch. What are you gonna do?
Need to go.
Thanks for the donation,
Go
Vegan
where?
Grains.
Mom, what's going on?
Hurry.
Wait, who's coming? What's wrong?
We need to keep our voices down.
This is ridiculous.
Come on.
Tell me what's going on.
Now is not the time. Stay close.
Mom, wait!
Grace, come on, keep moving.
Yeah, I got Diablo 4. It wasn't very good.
I'm coming!
Grace, hurry. Keep moving.
Oh, who's that? Oh, I'm so sorry about the power outage.
What happened?
Oh, it's probably the electrical panel. It's 40 years old, so it doesn't take much to trip it. It's really no excuse, and I apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Yeah, don't worry.
I should have it fixed soon. I just need to find my...
What the hell,
No, 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 Grace. No. Grace, stay close to me.
Are you gonna tell me what's going on? Mom, what are you doing?
Something important.
What did you hide behind that painting?
I'll explain later. We need to find another way out. Grace, come on. Come on in, Grace.
We're calling the police.
No, don't call the police.
Hello? Yes, I want to report a murder. No, murders.
Grace.
Yes. The Renwood Hotel. Yes. Hurry, please. The police are on their way. Oh, God. Mom, I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Grace. Grace, look at me. Grab my hands. Okay, look at me. Look at me. In and out. Breathe in and out. Oh, Grace. I promise you, I will explain this all to you one of these days. Grace. Please know that you are my hope. Never forget that.
What are you talking about?
Just... I love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
Mom, I'm scared.
No. We need to find a way out of here now.
But we don't have any of our stuff,
We
Mom.
can come back for it later, Grace.
I don't.
Found you.
sorry. This is not my fault. Hello. Who is this? I need to get out of here. Something important. I'll explain later. What did you hide behind that painting? Sorry, officer. What's wrong?
Something stung me.
Are you okay? What do I do?
Oh, what the fuck? It's the first time that's happened to me. Okay. Why the I played through this game like 3 times. Am I insane? What the fuck? I don't know if it's letting me move.
Get away! Get away from me! Oh, shit! Stay away! What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Is anyone there? Hello?
It hasn't been easy. But after much effort, here we finally are.
Who are you?
I'm the one who planted that body. I'm the one that brought you here. I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft. Rest now, Grace. We have so much to do.
The others?
Same black blotches.
And it's not post-mortem lividity.
No. No, this is different. That's 6 now. 6 survivors of Raccoon City, all dead from the same thing.
Yeah, that's not good.
No. No, it's not.
But I have something for you. The team has settled on a person of interest. Someone with ties to Umbrella. Victor Gideon.
Who is he?
A former T-virus researcher. Hey, I just got a report of a missing police officer. It might be unrelated, but he disappeared near where the 5th body was found. You there, Leon?
Yeah. I'm here.
You okay?
Some of the edges. Check it out.
You almost there?
Just about. Stuck in traffic. You've got to be shitting me.
What's going on? Is she okay?
Oh, she's fine. I'm just taking her home.
Leon, what's your sit rep?
I'm going after Victor.
Don't do anything stupid.
Me? Never.
Whoa. Hey, what the hell, lady?
Help me!
You okay? What are you doing?
Get Brentwood locked down. Yeah. He's the one to thank for all the excitement.
Naked dressing is exactly what it sounds like. Sheer, transparent, or barely there clothing that makes the wearer look like she forgot the rest of the outfit. It has a longer history than you'd think. Bob Mackie built a notable dress for Cher in 1974. A B.
That's nice. Thanks for the donation, Aesthetic Nudity, or Aesthetic Study Naked Dress. Oh shit! Motherfucker. I'm playing on insanity. Fuck.
Let's make this quick. No, I lost him. Back to square one.
Not necessarily. Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. The Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center. I'll send you the address. Leon, we're running out of time.
Oh. Oh my god. Wait, is there a setting for this? Shit.
He's dead. Infected.
Monster get num num. Monster get num num. Well, that's kind of unfair. Okay. And we have to do that all over again. Okay. That's... I don't know if the God mode would prevent us from getting killed by that monster. FOV might make sense. That is definitely a better FOV. Yeah, that's what fucking killed me. I got stuck at the wall and I didn't know where the fuck I was. Dude, that's ridiculous. They make you do that all over again because of some cheap debt.
Do you know what's up with Wally Black Vegan? Is he assassinated? Did he quit veganism?
I don't know, man. Maybe he's just doing stuff. Thanks for the donation in. Yeah, that's kind of insane. I gotta download a mod so I have infinite ink ribbons or something for this game mode. Like I'm not fucking around with fucking horseshit.
He's dead.
Oh.
Infected.
Oh look, I can see where I'm going now. Why wasn't this the default POV? Fucking retarded. I think this is gonna be my 4th playthrough.
Oh my god. This looks important. Maybe. Can't hurt to pick some, I guess.
Is that still too far away?
Yes.
How?
Don't come any closer!
I don't understand how it got to that room so fucking quickly. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh my god, oh my god. I saw its arm almost hit me. I don't know if, That's right. I don't know if the infinite health thing stopped it from grabbing me. That'd be bullshit if it could catch you like that. Like, fuck me, dude. That's just fucking cheap if you ask me. Big spooky monster.
Come on!
Mr. Kennedy, welcome. Dr. Gideon has been expecting you.
Funny. I don't remember getting an invitation.
Well, he's waiting for you.
Can't have that, can we?
Follow me, please.
Lead the way. So how long have you worked for, Dr. Gideon?
Not long. I just recently joined the team. We care for quite a few long-term patients here, all undergoing experimental therapies developed by Dr. Gideon.
Oh, that's awkward. There we go.
Experimental therapies.
Yes,
Oh yeah, whoops. I still have God mode on.
it's all very cutting edge. The facility keeps a low profile due to the sensitive nature of the research.
Oh, I bet it does.
Please, wait here.
Code 6, all staff initiate emergency protocols.
Mr. Kennedy, we need to leave immediately.
What's going on?
I don't know what's happening. Some kind of mass hysteria. The hospital is on lockdown.
Calm down.
I think I want a second opinion.
Ah, shit, what the fuck? What? Okay. Like, are you serious?
That bastard did it again. How are things on your end?
I just hacked into the center's network.
Good.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Good. Can you find me the floor plan?
I'll see what I can do.
Well, in the meantime, I'll try to track him down.
Keep me posted.
Will do.
Haven't played Pragmata yet. I'm going to.
Come on, come on!
Hey, over here. You okay?
Yeah. Thanks.
Leon Kennedy, DSO.
CSO. I'm Grace. Ashcroft. FBI.
FBI. What are you doing here?
Someone kidnapped me.
Victor Gideon.
I don't know.
Well, we should leave. What does Victor want with you?
What?
Grace.
What do you mean?
He grabbed you for a reason.
Wait, you're DSO. That's the counter bioterrorism agency, right?
Take this.
You sure?
You might need it. Now go. Get out of here.
She won't get away, you know.
Dr. Gideon.
So nice to finally meet you, Leon. Why don't we have a little talk?
Too slow.
I see you're exhibiting symptoms, too. Umbrella's curse.
I'll be fine. I hope.
Ink ribbon tin. Oh, so you have to use crafting components to make ink ribbons. Okay. I'm gonna go to bed now. But hope you all had fun. I'll be on tomorrow. Got to do some back and bicep training. We'll try to do that first thing in the morning. And then game, normal stream and game later. The usual. But I hope you all had fun. Big thanks to everybody who donated on Streamlabs. Really appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow, and sweet dreams. Nighty-night.